What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created these glittery spring butterfly nails using some nude gel polishes from the Glam Green Gaia collection. I love the way these came out. They really remind me of spring with all the butterflies and glitters and stuff like that. So this is the Green Gaia collection, which is in honor of Earth Day. It consists of 7 cream pastel gel shades that are vegan, cruelty free, 21 free, and palm oil free, and also 1 no wipe top gel. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the swatches. This first shade is called Honeycomb. It's a very light pastel yellow shade. As you can see, with one coat it's pretty pigmented, but I do need to go in with a second coat so you guys can really see the color. I'll be doing that off camera. The next shade is called Lotus Fever, and this is a very light baby pink pastel shade. I love this shade, it's really pretty. And then the next shade is called Blue Jay. This is a pastel blue. I love this shade of blue. It's really pretty. The darker shades I notice are more full coverage than the lighter shades, but I will be going in with a second coat of these as well. The cream gel formula is really pigmented, but the lighter shades usually you do need a second coat. If your nails are short, you could definitely get away with one coat of these. The next shade is called the Persian Sea. This is like a periwinkle blue. Then we have the no wipe top gel. This is a clear top gel with different color glitters in it. As you can see, it's really sparse, so you might want to go in with a second coat if you want more glitters. The next one is called Rainforest, and this is a really nice like spring green shade. It's not too neon and not too pastel. It's like right there in the middle. Then we have this nude peach shade. It's called Sahara Dunes, and it is a very light nude peach. It's not really a pastel peach, it's more like a nude peach. And then we have this pink shade. It's not really like a pastel to me, it's like a medium pink shade. It's called the Core, but I really like this color as well. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a second coat off camera like I said, and then the Glam no wipe top gel so you guys can see all of the colors. I do cure each layer for 60 seconds, and here are all the shades after applying the second coat and a top coat. If you guys are interested in purchasing any of these colors from the collection, check the description box for my discount code. I have a 30% off code with Glam. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Right now I'm getting my colors ready on my palette to do my marble. I honestly didn't use all of these colors that I put on the palette. I was kind of just like getting them ready, and I decided not to use some of them. So the colors that I did decide to use were the Persian Sea, which is the periwinkle blue shade, also Lotus Fever, which is the pastel baby pink, and then the Core, which is the medium pink shade. So those are the 3 shades that I actually decided to use because I felt like they complemented each other well. So now that I have my colors ready, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my nails. This is gonna be a polygel set. So I'm going in with 1 coat of Mia's Secret dehydrator, 2 coats of Young Nails protein bond. I'm gonna wait for that to dry and then apply a base gel to my nails so that the polygel has something to grip onto, and I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this Makartt blooming gel to the tips of all of the nails. I'm going to be doing a blooming gel marble on these nails. I really like the effect that it gives marbles. It kind of gives like this swirly, almost like watercolor marble without having to do all that extra stuff. So what I'm doing is kind of using my detail brush to pick up some of the polish on my brush and kind of just like brush it across the nails. As the blooming gel blooms the colors, they kind of like bloom into each other and kind of look like swirly, kind of like a water marble basically. I'm leaving them on the nails a little longer because I really wanted the colors to like bloom into each other. I'm doing all the nails at once. The pointer fingernail was sitting for a little too long, so some of the gel started to run off to the sides, so I had to like clean that up. Just make sure you do that. This blooming gel works really fast. After the marble is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the ombre now. So the top color for the ombre that I'm using is this polygel shade from Makartt called Sea Sisters. It's a very light, glittery, like pearlescent pink shade. So I'm applying a very small amount of that. I actually put too much on this nail, so I'm taking some of it off. But yeah, I'm applying a very small bead of that. And I start patting it around the cuticle area and onto the nail bed, and then I just blend it where the tip and the natural nail meet. And I do kind of brush a little bit of it over the nail to make it look a little bit shimmery. Plus I'll be adding glitters to the nails after this anyway. Next, I'm going to use some base gel to apply some glitters to the nails. So I'm using some of this iridescent fine glitter. So I'm applying that first onto the nail, and then I have some of these butterfly glitters and some little like flower glitters. So I'm going to be applying that over the iridescent glitter. I'm just applying a little bit because I didn't want to like overcrowd the nails with glitter. I wanted you to still be able to see the marble like in between the glitters and stuff like that. I'm using just the pink iridescent flowers and like the bluish purple iridescent flowers, and then the bluish purple iridescent butterflies. They're like those bigger butterfly sequins. You just want to make sure they're like flat on the nail so that when you go to encapsulate them, you don't end up like filing the corners off of them because they are like a bigger piece of glitter. I'm applying them towards the top of the nail because these are stilettos.
Rainy.
Now that my glitters are applied, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate the nails. I'm going to use this Makartt Clear Polygel to go ahead and build up the rest of the structure of the nails and encapsulate all of the glitters so that it'll file them off in my end result. So I'm using this clear to build my apex and build up the free edge of the nail. So I usually squeeze the polygel right onto the nail because I'm pretty good at judging how much I need. I do add a little bit extra sometimes. But I just remove that with my spatula at the end. But yeah, I usually leave the little rounded end up by the nail bed area to start building my apex. So I start patting the polygel around the cuticle area and onto the nail bed. So I focus it in that area to build the apex, and then the rest of the polygel I just kind of blend it down over the tip of the nail to build up the free edge of the nail. You always want a decent amount of thickness on the free edge of your nail so that they don't snap or break. And you want a decent size apex, like a little hill. It doesn't have to be like a mountain or anything of product, but you want a decent size apex. That's where your nail gets its strength from. So if it's too thin, it's going to cause your nails to break. So make sure you're using the right amount of product based off the length of your nails. As you work, you kind of get the hang of how much product you need to use. And then before I go ahead and cure my lamp, I always make sure to like smooth out any bumps or anything by looking at my nail from the side and stuff like that, to make sure there's no lumps or anything. That's the good thing about this polygel. You have that time to go ahead and work with it before you actually cure it in place. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and shape up the nails. I'm gonna use my Savalan 50,000 RPM nail drill on 18,000 RPMs to debulk my nails, and I'm using a 180 sanding band to do that. Since these are polygel, they fall down pretty fast. I did cleanse the tacky layer of gel off of my nails with some isopropyl alcohol before doing this. So I'm just starting around the cuticle and filing that down first to seal around the cuticle. Then I start filing side to side all the way down the nail to smooth out any bumps. I file along the side walls and underneath the nail. You can see the structure of my nail when I turn it to the side. side, like I mentioned earlier, you should have the heel for your apex, but it shouldn't be like really thick, just enough based off the length of your nails. That's where your nail is going to get its strength from. And you do want some thickness towards the free edge, so your nail should get gradually thinner towards the free edge, but you should still have some thickness based off the length of your nails so that they won't break off, if you know what I mean. And then when you're looking down the barrel of your nails, it should be skinny, like the sidewall should be the thinnest part of them. And like I always tell you guys, make sure you clean out anything underneath the nail. You don't want your client to have to be picking like little plastic pieces out from under their nail. To shape up the nails, I'm going to use my 100-180 grit hand file. So I'm doing a stiletto shape. I'm holding my file at an angle and filing in towards the tip of the nail. And I'm just going to keep doing that while alternating sides to avoid filing one side down too much, to kind of like get the shape of the stiletto. And depending on like how pointy you want them, you would just like keep filing inward till you're satisfied with like how pointy they are for the stilettos. I don't want mine that pointy. I'm just gonna round off the edges so they're not like super sharp. And then after that, I will buff over the surface of the nails to like smooth out the rough edges and stuff like that.
Winnie.
To finish off this set, I'm going to go ahead and add my nail charms. So I'm going to use some Gel Elixir rhinestone gel to add some nail charms. I have these cute iridescent butterflies. They're kind of like textured. They're really pretty. And then I have these little pastel flowers that I'm going to be using, and then some pearls and little white AB flat back stones. So I'm just using the rhinestone gel to apply those. I'm not applying too many charms because I still want to be able to see the glitter and the marble and everything underneath them. So I'm only applying a little bit to the nails. I just feel like these charms complemented the nails really well, and they kind of look like a whole like butterfly fairy tale vibe. They really remind me of spring. I love the way they came out. I hope you guys like this set. Don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know what you think of it. If you can, please leave me a like as well. I would really appreciate that. Also, subscribe if you're new and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload videos every week. And if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you follow me on there so we can stay connected on there when I'm posting new videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.